All right, here we are with Christina Kumar, who has who is an entrepreneur and a PR specialist. So, Christina is going to tell us what she does with her profession. The show is all about your profession. You can subscribe to FrenchAmericanTV.com on YouTube and follow allaboutprofessions.com. So Christina Kumar also has a website, ChristinaKumar.com. So Christina, thank you for taking the time to be on our show.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So it's going to be an exciting interview since you have been doing PR for how long?
Maybe around 2013. So it's been a good 6 years.
Wow.
I know.
So you started very young.
In my 20s, early 20s.
Yeah, just out of college?
Maybe around. I don't want to give away my age, but
Yes,
around 23, maybe.
No.
Oh
But
wait, no, I gave
no,
her.
but I'm saying just when after you graduated from college.
No, while I was still going to college.
Oh, you started earlier. Okay. That makes sense. So what got you interested to do that kind of work?
So I've always liked marketing and PR. It's within the same realm. Um, Also writing. So when I was doing PR, and I'm still doing PR, but a lot of it's writing
Writing.
on online publications.
To write in a way to get people's attention when they read, right?
Yeah.
Like if I talk about Christina Kumar, I say something like outrageous so that people say, oh my God, Christina Kumar, she must be the best entrepreneur or the best PR specialist on the face of the earth. So, or I can say, Christina Kumar, the superstar of PR. Something like that.
That's a ring to it, though.
And then people read all about you, correct? Is that the way to get people's attention?
I mean, that's a good way to make my ego bigger, but I usually write about, what the subject is of their project or product.
Okay, so let's say you represent someone. Who do you represent?
Right now, I also work with a Sacramento local film coalition.
Okay.
So we're working on a documentary with the producer of the Dirty Dancing soundtrack. So right now, I'm doing a lot of musicians, TV show hosts, and stuff like that.
Okay, now when you say you work with them, what do you do for them? You put them on TV shows?
So if we have an event in the area where we need like extras or more publicity for a film scene in the area, I will get them on like local news channels.
Okay, so you'll call the news channel?
I have some connections there, and also I'll message them, yeah.
Okay, so when they hear Christina Kumar on the phone, they say, yeah, let's talk to her, because she's going to refer someone interesting for our show.
I don't know what they're thinking, but if they're interested in what, I'm doing on the day, on a certain day, and if they're available and not booked on that day, then,
they say, yeah, come on in.
Yeah.
Because they're always looking for new guests, right?
Probably.
So your call is usually welcome.
Yeah, it's usually been welcome.
Yeah.
Some of the
That's what I noticed too. I mean, we think that they don't want content, but they do.
They
because
have to
sometimes
have content every day.
Yeah, they have to have content. So if they have an empty slot of 5 minutes, they say, yeah, let's put that.
Really? No, it's true.
Yeah. So you gotta be fearless, I guess, and just outreach.
Yeah.
And talk to people without fear of rejection, kind of thing.
Marketing taught me that. So yeah, you have to be willing to put yourself out there. And any successful person I've kind of listened to, they even if they're on TV, they have to get out there even more so because people think they're so unattainable. They can't get the business they thought because they're famous or this or that, but that's not true.
You got to get as much exposure as you can.
Yeah, and then be able to still reach out and do things on your own.
Is it true that in PR, good critic or bad critic is as important because you want both? Because you want to get attention. So you do also want people to say, oh, that person No good. And you want a group of people say that person is great, and this way you start a conversation going about the person, right?
It depends on what you can handle and what you want for your brand. But
Yeah.
the bigger you are, the more probably kind of negative press you can handle because you have so much fans
Oh.
that, they'll still be your fans.
Oh, okay. No matter what the other
Kinda.
people
Like,
say.
yeah, but that depends on how big of a brand you have.
But you just mentioned something about Dirty Dancing. Are they redoing the movie?
No, the producer of that soundtrack is doing a documentary on him and his band from decades ago. So
Oh.
it's like more of a personal documentary.
Oh, it's a documentary. They're now redoing the movie.
Not the movie, no.
No. I know that movie was a super.
It was a like blockbuster hit.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was.
it was
Everybody
big.
went to see it because all the teenagers say that's the movie I want to go see, right?
Oh wow.
Saturday Night Live, Saturday Night Fever kind of thing. Saturday Night Fever movie also made it big because that's what teenagers think about on Saturday night, going out and dancing.
Yeah.
So they want to know how to get the girl, or the girl how to get the boy, and that's what people like about these movies.
Yeah. So he did the soundtrack. The people I'm working with.
Yeah.
Not the movie production. It was the soundtrack, Dirty Dancing.
The soundtrack was good.
No, yeah, that one I think a lot of awards. I think.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
yeah, it was a great soundtrack. The person who did the song actually died, right? I think, or the star died.
Maybe I have to
Yeah.
look into that.
Yeah. So anyway, so go back to you because you are the star today.
Thank
You are the star of the show.
Mhm.
So to go back to you, your main focus now is on people who are already well known
Uh-huh.
and to promote them even more. Is that what I understand?
Yeah. I also work with local businesses in my area.
Yeah.
So I've gotten like a friend has two local businesses in a book on online publications, and then through that she got recognized by a podcast, and it all happened within short span.
Hmm.
And also
What's so interesting about her that make her
to be
so attractive?
honest, it's her backstory.
Oh, okay.
So luckily, she gave me a bio on her backstory, and she went through like war in the Middle East, and like had to move to Germany, and then came here and moved
Oh.
around. And I didn't
So-
know all that.
So people like the story.
Yeah, I didn't know all that when I met her, but as I got to know her, I was able to read, her bio that she had written about her for something. And I thought that was, very intriguing, and most people don't have a story like that. So
Oh.
I thought that was,
Interesting.
a good story to put out there.
Wow. So your role in all this is to find the best media to put her on.
That and just what works,
What
because
would
she's so
work
new.
for her particular
Yeah.
story?
Yeah, because she could be, an inspiration to immigrants. Also, just women in general to open a business.
Or maybe women magazines and maybe news magazine, political magazines, all kind of people who want to know what was going on in this country.
Yeah. It's,
So even Time magazine might be interested. I mean,
yeah, you never know.
yeah, so people who are interested in a good story will look into it.
Well, yeah, it is. It is very informational and inspiring.
From the source, yeah.
Yeah.
Because she would tell exactly what was happening while she was there.
Her experiences, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. Were you yourself born here?
Yeah, in Sacramento, California.
Oh, you were born and raised in America.
Yeah.
So, but you are a first generation then?
Yeah, first generation American.
That's great. That's great. So we cannot say that you have any experience in India at all.
No, but I'd like to.
Oh, you'd like to go visit?
Yeah, I like to go visit and see how Bollywood is done, and because
It's catching up, right?
yeah, it's I've been liking it more. So as I've gotten older,
Mhm.
I like the music, the dance scenes.
Did you see some of the movies?
Yeah, some of the
Okay.
bigger hits. Yeah.
But I noticed that, I mean, just from someone who looked from afar,
Yeah.
that Indian producer
Mhm.
like actresses who have kind of green eyes or something, because they value something they don't have themselves. Like they think that's a symbol of beauty if you have a green eyes or something.
Actually, there's only a few people out of all the actresses. I can only list a few who have green eyes. It's only
but they look up to it. They look up to it.
Well, it depends on the producer, because there's only like around 2 people who have like natural green eyes, and then there was one who used to sometimes put contacts on, green contacts, but most of them have like their own natural eyes.
Okay. And who is a superstar now there?
Oh, well, there's so many.
So many,
Deepika Padukone, she just did an American movie too. Priyanka Chopra.
Oh yeah, sure. I heard about her.
Yeah, she has a show called Quantico here.
Oh, her father is here though, right?
Her father passed away in India.
Oh, okay. So yeah. So now there are a few rising superstars. Do you want to be a superstar?
I mean, yeah, it would be fun.
It would be fun if somebody cast you for a movie.
Yeah. I did do some acting, but I would like to get into it more.
Oh, okay. So what if we write a story, we make a movie, and see what happens?
I would say that would be good, experience. And
yeah, I mean, you don't need to depend on a producer to do a movie. You can do it yourself.
Probably.
But you got to have a good story.
You do.
But you're good at storytelling because you're in PR.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. Depends on who's listening, but I like to consider myself a good storyteller.
Okay, tell me your story, just, on the spot here. Like if you had to tell a catchy story about you, what would you say?
A catchy story about
I know you're
my
on the
history.
spot here. Yeah, like if you had to write something that people might be interested to hear about, what would you say?
So I'm a Google for Entrepreneurs award-winning entrepreneur, and I also do celebrity promotions. I do like entertainment in the Sacramento area, but I would definitely like to go to LA pretty soon and then work with some companies there.
So you think that would be a good topic for a movie? Someone who starts with doing
living
Google
in
PR and everything,
a valley girl,
and who become a superstar.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's a good story. Why not? I mean.
And then finally going to LA, and then finally
making it big.
Yeah.
So that's the idea.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe it will come true.
Maybe, you never know.
So you're still very young, so you can still work on that dream, and make it come true. I mean, it's just a matter of time before it happens, right?
Yeah, actually, yeah, it's true.
Yeah, so, well, don't forget me if you become a superstar. Okay. No, just kidding. So, they say when you become a superstar, all of a sudden, people you never heard of, all of a sudden say, oh, you remember me? And all of a sudden you have 1,000 friends that totally forgot about you. But then people who went to elementary school with you or to high school say, hey, you remember me? I was in your class, whatever. Anyway, that's another story. So let's pretend that you have a company. You work on people who are well known, right?
Yeah, in my PR, my PR endeavors, yeah. But with my entrepreneurship endeavors, it's totally different.
It's just executives.
No, it's partnerships with other firms, but I have a startup right now which was featured on ABC 10. So it's kind of very new. It's in tech, actually. It's not in PR.
Well, everybody's in tech now. You can't escape it.
You probably can't escape it even if you wanted to.
Yeah, so you have some clients in tech.
It's my own company, but I did interview the CEO of dictionary.com, which I do kind of consider tech, I guess, in a way. So I got to...
I mean, it's a dictionary online.
Yeah, online dictionary. So...
what did you do for him?
It's a woman, actually, woman CEO. So I just interviewed about their company and got to learn more on how they put words out there and what they consider, words that are, able to be added on the dictionary and their processes on that.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty interesting.
Because a lot of words now are actually tech words that they have added to the dictionary. Like Google is now a verb, right?
I think so.
Google
Googling.
that word. So that's a verb, that's a noun, that's a brand, that's everything.
Yeah.
So they have added all these words to many dictionary, not just English. Like Google is now a word in a French dictionary because it's just gonna say I'm gonna Google such and such word, right? Because it's google.fr. So Google is now not only a brand, but it's a verb in many languages. So that's how they make the decision to add a word because too many people use it.
Yeah, a lot of people use it, I guess, and it becomes popular culture, word that's used like every day.
Yeah.
So I think that's when they'll
So it becomes a word in the dictionary.
I guess, yeah.
That's how they decide whether they're gonna put it on or not. But like, is Apple Watch also a universal word? Do you know?
I don't think so because not everyone uses that.
Okay.
It's a product.
When you go, for example, to a foreign country like India, do you say I'm gonna get an Apple Watch, or you're gonna translate it, or you don't know?
I probably wouldn't know how to translate that, but
so you're probably gonna use the word Apple Watch, no?
Apple. Then you'd probably have to say watch in Hindi.
In Indian? Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
Because I know in French they just say Apple Watch. I don't think they translate the word watch.
I mean, it is a famous brand, so I think people
it becomes a brand, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Apple computer. Nobody's gonna translate that, or laptop, whatever. Okay. Anyway, let's go back. So, is it easy to interview someone in the tech industry?
Well, I usually know a few things about them beforehand. It is easy for me. I'm a curious person, and I have been interviewing for a while, and a lot of times it's online Q&A.
Okay.
So it makes it easier to edit for them.
Okay.
So like they could put on what they actually want on and explain it correctly. So they're not like, just on the spotlight. But usually sometimes I do make, on phone calls, interview that way.
Okay. Okay. But a company that's as well known as dictionary.com that everybody's going to use, right? Do they need any added publicity? Everybody uses it already.
But I think every company needs to stay relevant. That
Even
is why
if they are well known?
Yeah, or people are going to use the competitor.
Oh, okay.
Because there's always competitors that come up. Like Apple has Android, now Huawei, that new phone.
So even if they're on top of the world, they still need to stay on top.
You have to stay on top. Yeah.
Yeah, but who's going to compete with dictionary? A dictionary is a dictionary.
There's other dictionary brands out there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like what?
The name has just kind of slipped my mind, but there are few.
There are other few.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. But they're not as well known as the word that we know.
Yeah, dictionary. Basically, yeah.
Okay. So, do you think when you pick a brand name, to pick the name of the actual product, or to pick like a random name like Amazon? Amazon doesn't mean anything, and people not know Amazon, right? They know it's an online store, but sometimes dictionary, it's a dictionary, and Amazon is just a brand. So how do you decide whether you want to put a name brand that's the actual product, or a name brand that's just a name that you made up?
I think it depends on just the creator's choice. I heard Apple was conceived to be higher in the yellow pages.
Oh, because it's an A.
Yeah.
Okay,
and
makes sense.
Also, Amazon has a meaning behind it too. I think the owner wanted Amazon to be the kind of greatest supplier.
Oh, Amazon, the biggest forest
online,
in the world.
Yeah, something.
The greatest forest in the world. Yeah, that makes sense.
Something, it had a meaning behind it. So also it starts with an A. I'm sure that helps.
That's also
back then.
That's true.
I don't know if it would help now, coming up with a name with an A, and also it's just there's so many businesses out there, so you kind of just would have to probably pick a name, to be honest.
Also, somebody told me that the logo Starbucks is in green to give a subconscious meaning of freshness.
Oh.
Because green is fresh.
Yeah.
So you're going to get fresh coffee.
Interesting.
Yeah. So it's all, they play with colors, with words, with everything. And also they play with short, tall, and then
venti,
whatever. So they say people don't want to order short because it makes them feel small, right? So they always order tall.
The tall is the smallest there, right?
Yeah. Yes, tall is small. So they play with words because they want to sell more.
It may work.
It works. It works. Like, I know you are into fashion. Like the jacket you're wearing. Would you say something about that jacket?
I like the color pink. It's one of my favorite brands. I won't mention it, but it's one of my favorite brands. It's usually in most malls. You
can mention it.
It's in most malls.
And it fits you well to your complexion.
Oh, thank you.
No, I mean, you can say that about the product, right?
Yeah, it does. I also like the gold highlights on it. The accents are gold.
Oh, the zippers?
Yeah, it's really kind of rare in a jacket. It's usually silver. So, anyways, I got it online and I like it.
Oh, so you didn't get it on your own store?
Oh, no. This is another brand. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I should have bought it from my own store.
Yeah. So you saw it online and you like not the name but the look.
Yeah, but I also like the brand, so I go to their store often because I like the brand.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I sometimes get caught into brands if I really like them.
Oh, because they have the cuts that you like.
They usually have things that I like, yeah. The ones that I'm loyal to.
And they also probably make petite clothing.
Yeah,
that too?
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense because you want something that fits you.
Yeah.
But I never order clothes online because half of it doesn't fit.
That can happen, yeah.
Yeah, so I learned my lesson now. I buy only in a store. Although I don't buy too much, but when I do, I don't do online anymore.
Yeah, that can be quite, you could go either or. It can go bad or good.
Unless you know exactly what you want. I mean, exactly what you want to order, and you know it's going to fit, and you already tried it in a store, and now you know for sure it's going to fit, right? Is that the way you order?
No, I usually just kind of risk it and buy it if I like it.
Okay. And then see when it arrives if it's really the thing.
Yeah.
How often does it fit? How often you buy something online and it fits?
I would
1
say,
out of
2? 4 out of 5.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Me is more like 4 out of 5 don't work.
No.
So, anyways, PR. Now you do also marketing, right?
Yeah, I used to. It goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
But I used to professionally do marketing for a business brokerage and a real estate agency.
Okay. And what did you do for them?
So with the business brokerage, I reached out to business owners to see if they're ready to sell, So I really enjoyed that because I like business, and that helped me kind of learn communication with business brokers and business owners on all kind of levels.
And how do you make them stand out? Like, is my real estate agency better than the other? How would they stand out?
I think it's just kind of personal communication. I think that helps a lot. If they know you more and you're not just like this outside brand coming in, trying to get their business. If you get to know them more on a personal level and they feel like they can trust you, I think that helps.
Okay. And that's what you promote with them?
Well, I promoted my brokerage with them, and then I was in partnership with my manager.
Okay.
So then he would take it on from there. I just get like their approval on them wanting to sell with the brokerage, and then he'll do the whole actual selling process with them.
Okay. So when you say in partnership, you had your own brokerage yourself?
No. So I worked with the owner, who was my manager.
Okay. And you were promoting his agency?
Yeah, as a marketer.
Okay. And you learn the ins and outs of that particular business?
Yeah.
And now you can do it with other businesses?
Yeah.
Okay. But what's good about a real estate broker that people like versus another real estate broker that they wouldn't like? So that's what you're going to highlight, correct?
Yeah, I think it's just personal communication, and then getting to know,
Personalized attention?
yeah, getting to know their needs, being the first one to kind of reach out to them. That helps too, because it's this long process. It can take 2 years to sell on average.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. You mean it would take 2 years to promote?
No, usually,
Oh, the client will take 2 years to become your client.
no, it would take 2 years for someone to actually, like, if they go and try to sell it and put it on the market.
Yeah.
Because it's a business, it's not like a house. It's not like a immediate need.
Okay.
It could take up to 2 years usually. Not up to, but it usually takes 2 years. But there are times where it can sell faster.
Okay. Okay. So what are they selling?
Businesses.
Oh, for businesses, not for homes.
Yeah, I had worked with a residential real estate agency before, but more so, I worked longer in the business brokerage.
Okay, and it can take up to 2 years?
That's the average, yeah.
Why so long?
Because of there's a lot of kind of research that needs to be done, and like a lot of preparation, and it's not a like immediate need like a house, a business, so it can take up to 2 years.
So let's say a person just before they retire, they want to sell their business, they can go visit the world, whatever, tour the world. So they come 2 years before they retire to see you, and they're going to say, do some PR on my business, and I want to sell it by such and such date. And then you would do all the work on that.
No, I usually actually got the clients for my brokerage. So I would see if they want to sell. And so I went out and got the clients, like reached out to them. And then if they did, they worked with my manager and went through the whole selling process.
Okay. But they know they don't want to sell tomorrow. They know they're going to sell like up to a year from now.
Yeah, they probably know that. But they probably want it, to
As
be
soon as
sold as soon as
possible?
possible. But it's not usually the case.
Okay, but like a coffee shop could sell in 3 months, correct?
It can.
Yeah, and then a restaurant may be longer because it costs more. And then maybe a more expensive business can take, like you say, 2 years.
It depends on how much income they earn and
Okay.
why the owners are selling.
Okay. But you got to take it also into consideration market trends. Like if we are in a up market where everybody's selling very well, it should take real quick to sell. But if we are in a depression and nobody wants to buy, right?
Yeah.
So it depends on the time of
does.
the cycle of the cycle. So that plays also a lot.
Yeah, it does.
So you know all these things and you play with those and
Yeah.
okay. Do your clients give you a certain budget to play with? Like they say, okay, I'm gonna devote, I don't know, maybe what, 25,000 to 100,000 for you to do this job, and then you take that budget and you place ads in different publications or different media outlets.
So my manager did that, but they do pay for that. But not necessarily marketing, just for kind of putting it out there on the listings, like on the market.
They do pay for the ads.
Not me. My manager did that because he had all the subscriptions and all that.
Okay, so he would have like in his budget so much to place ads for multiple businesses, and then of course to pay the employees and the agency whatever cost, like the office, the computer, the electricity, and the staff.
Yeah.
So that's probably the main expense.
Probably.
Yeah, because human resources is the most expensive, I guess.
It is.
Now that you're self-employed,
Mm-hmm.
how do you manage all these little details?
Oh, all the admin and everything.
Yeah.
I try to sell, like with social media, I will work with um, like a social media agency, so I don't have to have an in-house one and pay like
Full-time
every month.
people?
Yeah. Because I'm just kind of starting out with a few years. I'm not like, I haven't been a
So you
decade.
outsource.
Yeah, outsource.
Okay, and you're the decision maker. I mean, you decide what to do
Yeah, the budget and everything.
with the budget.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but you don't give those details to the client. You decide what to do with the budget.
Yeah.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
Okay, so that makes sense. And how do people find you?
Well, at my website,
Oh,
ChristinaKumar.com.
so there they will find all the services.
Yeah.
Okay. And then if you have time, you take them.
Yeah, definitely if I have time, yeah.
Because it takes time to do all these things, right?
Yeah, it does. So time management is important.
So thank you for being here today, although it's a weekend day, but some people work 6 days a week.
Yeah, or 7 days.
Or 7 days sometimes?
Yeah.
Wow. So you must be a hardworking person. Did you choose that profession? You said because you like doing it?
Yeah, I do. Usually, everything I get into have kind of basically a passion towards.
Okay.
But marketing goes alongside PR and writing, all that. I mix it in together now.
Okay. And you meet people?
Yeah, definitely. I travel, I network, and I meet tons of people.
Do you actually travel to meet the client?
Not too far, but it depends on how big the project is.
Yeah.
So only like if it's just a couple hours away.
Oh, interesting.
Usually it can be done on Skype or Zoom, or through the phone.
Okay.
Over the phone.
Wow. So it's very interesting profession, and I mean it's just a matter, like you said, of managing your time, not only to do the work for the client, but also to find the next client.
Yeah.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
And then plus you have to do your own promotion.
Yeah, definitely.
How much time do you spend promoting yourself as opposed to promoting your clients?
I would say I promote my clients maybe like 90% more than I do myself.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, because you want to deliver good work.
Yeah.
Okay. So thank you so much for being here. It sounds like a very exciting, it's profession full of challenges, and you don't know who's going to be your next client, so that's also very challenging.
It's exciting, yeah.
Yeah. So I hope that next time you come here, although you won't come here, but next time you come here, you'll tell us that you are a superstar, maybe or in India or in America.
Yeah.
That's the goal. Okay, thank you for being here. And this was then Christina Kumar. And when I saw you, I totally forgot the last name. I just could remember Christina. So this is Christina Kumar, who is an entrepreneur herself and a PR specialist. Thank you so much. It has been a pleasure.
You too.